I'm Elder Clarence Davis of Heaven Bound Ministries, and today we're talking about college school debt, something that everybody has to deal with. And if you just started, you're a freshman, you just started, you don't know yet, but 4 years down the road when you're finished, the debt's going to put piling up, and it's not a good thing. God wrote a book through me called Make a Million Doing It God's Way, no matter if you choose heaven or hell. We can train you how to do that so you don't have to take your college performance and what you're learning there to make money when you get out. We can show you how to make more money than you're going to make in your first job before you graduate even, and how to pay off your debts and not have that burden on you. That's what we're concerned about, having that burden on you. That's what God's concerned about. So the first thing you're going to do is save money on your books with an app. First thing, get this app. It costs $25, and it's called Cart Ripple. And when people shop in Walmart, Macy's, Best Buy, Home Depot, and on, the stores, over 2,000 stores, when they shop there online, the app gets you paid. But the first thing you can do with the app is save money on your books. One of our executives, he saved over $300 on his son's books in school just this year, 2016, just did it. So it's working fine. So that means you get grant money for $700 worth of books, and you save $300. Now you got $300 of cash back in your pocket that didn't go to books. You can do something else with it. And in college, there's always all kinds of expenses, things you didn't think of. And if you don't know that now, if you just get started, you will know it a little bit later on. It'll come. So that $300 will come in handy. But you also get cash back on your purchases. Yeah. Now, when you give that app away to other people give that app away. The other people you give it to, when they give it away, they get cash back. So as they buy their books and save money on, they'll be getting cash back from the purchase of those books. And there's about 50,000 students on most campuses today, the bigger campuses. So, and this is something that you can give away in other campuses across the country. And let's say you have $12,500 payment. That comes from having like 25,000 people shopping with you at 50 cents a piece. That ain't bad. That can pay off your tuition. So you got this save money on books, cash backs for the students you give it to, plus paying off tuition. Not a bad deal for $25. Not a bad deal at all. But the biggest thing it does is connect you to the theme park. God's World Christian Theme Park that we're building here in Florida. And that's the reason why this book came out of me, because we're building this theme park without borrowing any money from banks or investors. We're getting the money straight out the Bible, and that's what's in the book, Make $1 Million Doing It God's Way. You click on below, you can get the book. We'll email it to you. It's just $10 right now. $10. You can get the book. All right? So you can get the book, you can get the app. Fantastic, because if you get cards and give the app out that way with some cards, you give the cards to your mother and father back home, they can start giving it to other people at their jobs, and then people start getting to do it with you. People start saying, if you got this together for your son and daughter, how'd they get this? How are they doing this? I like this for me. And then you'll have thousands of people shopping under you. That's the first thing. The other things are in the book. But the main thing is you are going to make a commitment to get your bills paid. Don't be thinking that I'm going to do these 4 years, I'm going to have $120,000 debt, and I'm going to get paid for my first job. It doesn't work that way. If you don't believe me, ask the people who graduated last year. Go ahead and call up one of your friends who was in school last year. Ask him, has he got his first job yet, and is he paying off his loan? This is 2016, and things are a little different now than they were years ago. So, God's holding you responsible, because you was wondering how you was going to get this paid. Now you got a way to do it. My number is 813-391-8124. That's 813-391-8124. Or you can email me at buildinggodsworld@gmail.com. That's buildinggodsworld@gmail.com. Thank you so much. God bless.